2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. In this game, we'll see the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Houston Rockets here in Toyota Center. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sidelines. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The small and power forwards are Reza Shea and Johnson. The backcourt guards are Young and Daniels. And it's Porziņģis in at the 5. And for the Rockets, Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. The perimeter pair will be Thompson next to Durant, and it's Van Vliet in at the point. Well, we should be in for a fast-paced game tonight, Coach. Both of these teams excel at creating fast break opportunities.
Look, Kevin, you're right. Both of these teams prefer to get out and attack before the other can get their defense set. They want to use their speed and athleticism, and they need to get as many easy buckets as they possibly can.
Now, here is Young. Pass to Reza Shea. Back to Porziņģis. From past the arc. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, the thing is, you got to be very careful when Porziņģis gets that catch-and-shoot game working.
Thompson outside. Houston moving the ball around. And here is KD. A three-pointer off the mark. Down low. Here's Young. Makes it off the glass.
Well, such a creative finisher. Young will find a way, even with the defender all over him.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Ime Udoka. The developing game of Trae Young is something that Coach discussed with his players. Coach said he's been one of the league's assist leaders. Don't get so consumed trying to stop him that you give him the easy passes inside. They know the danger that Young possesses. We'll see if they can contain him here. Back over to you.
Allie, thank you so much. And so it's Atlanta with it, following the score by Houston. Here's Reza Shea, guarded by KD. Young, no good. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Smith against Daniels. Pass to Thompson. Right side, Kevin Durant. Van Vliet outside. 5 on the clock. His three-pointer's off the mark. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Outside Daniels. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Out to the right wing. Şengün against Porziņģis. Over Şengün. Porziņģis can't hit.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
Well, just by hitting the offensive glass, Porziņģis can pick up a lot of extra points.
Outside, KD. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Van Vliet with the bucket.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Now Young. Pass to Porziņģis. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. And it's 7 points for Porziņģis.
A multi-level scorer. Porziņģis can find a shot in any area on the floor.
Outside Durant. Şengün with the screen for KD. To the paint. Şengün no good.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Reza Shea with it. Durant's there. Back to Reza Shea. Off target from outside. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Houston. 4-point game. Out to Thompson. Here's the three. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Almond will blow right by you.
Now, here is Young. Daniel sets a screen for Young. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Young's got 5.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And here is Durant, following the three-pointer by Trae Young. Outside, KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
Oh, the rangy athleticism of KD on display, stretching it out to throw that one down.
Preseason sets the screen for Young. And there's the drive. Plays it up and banks it in. And it's 7 points for Trae Young.
Yeah, and despite his size, Young is never intimidated taking it off the dribble.
Thompson outside. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. Smith sets the pick for Van Vliet. Over Young. Good defensive work there by Young. Atlanta leading by 4. Inside, and stolen by Şengün. To the middle. Smith in the post. Johnson's there. Smith kicks to Van Vliet. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
Young against Van Vliet. Outside Daniel. Porziņģis with a screen on Thompson. Pass to Porziņģis. Launches a 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Van Vliet outside. Şengün with the screen for Thompson. In the corner, Şengün with it. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Hawks leading. Young outside. Pass to Johnson. Back to Young. A floater. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Van Vliet picks one up.
He's such a threat to score. Really hard for a defender to stay down on their feet.
It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
He's off on the first. And Stan, you think about the skill level of Trae Young. What makes him, in your opinion, such a tough cover?
Well, I think the best thing about Trae Young, Kevin, is as much of a scorer he is, he's even better as a passer. And so it's hard to commit a second defender to Trae Young all the time because he will find the open people and create great, great shots for his team.
And he's good on the second. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks, guys. No doubt that a healthy Kristaps Porziņģis is still a unicorn for what he can bring to a team. When Atlanta pulled the trigger to bring him in, they envisioned him stretching the floor, and Porziņģis has opened up about recovering from the illness that sidelined him during the 2025 NBA playoffs. Guys, the Hawks are hoping he can be the player that helps get them back into the postseason. Their entire 2025-26 regular season hinges on KP.
He is a big factor. All right, Johns, thanks for the update. Şengün passes to Smith. They get a hand on it. Preseason with the steal. Here's Young. And Thompson sends it back. And they get it back. The Hawks again can't hit. Rockets trail by 3. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. It's good. This game is all even. Van Vliet's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Houston. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, Kevin. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. 0.5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." Back over to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
To the inside, Smith. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
And this is why you let Smith work inside. He's adept at knowing how to finish in traffic.
Young looking around. Outside Daniels. Inside, and stolen by Şengün. Van Vliet with it. 8 points for him. Outside Durant. Thompson outside. Shot clock at 6. A three-pointer, no good. The Hawks have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Preseason finds Johnson. Porziņģis with a screen on Smith. It's tipped and stolen by Şengün. Smith dishes to Durant. Shoots over Preseason. It's hauled in by Trae Young.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Here's Preseason. Nothing on the board. Outside Daniel. 6 to shoot. Pass to Porziņģis. And the turnover again by Atlanta. the Rockets. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Jabari Smith. And Tari Eason subbed in for Durant. Then for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Reza Shea. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Daniels. Houston's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Here's Van Vliet. Knocks down the step-back J. Van Vliet's got 10 points in the game.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Houston making some changes. Aaron Holiday comes in for Thompson. And Shepard subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Here's Alexander Walker, guarded by Holiday. Johnson outside. Young finds Okongwu. And Capella sends it back.
Well, you can't take those kind of shots around the shot blocker like Capella. You're just playing with fire at that point.
The Rockets making a switch here. Okongwu's checked in. Clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, Porziņģis has a unique vantage point, so he can find those open guys others might miss.
Here's Shepard, defended by Young. And Capella the bucket on the assist from Shepard. And the Rockets lead by 4. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Pass to Alexander Walker. Johnson kicks to Porziņģis. Now, Alexander Walker. Hasn't made one yet. 6 on the shot clock. Young left side. It's rebounded by Houston. A minute 50 left to play here in the first. Easton passes to Okongwu. Now here's Capella. Shepard with the ball. Pass to Finney-Smith. For 3, Okongwu. Rebound by the Hawks. Porziņģis has got 4 rebounds in this game. And Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future. And they've already shown they can make a major impact.
Porziņģis is double. Young outside. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Okongwu. And 1:01 left in the first quarter. Here's Shepherd. Headed by Porziņģis. Now Shepherd. Houston needs to get a shot. Here's Finney Smith. Okongwu grabs the board.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Capella after the basket by Atlanta. Capella sets a screen for Eason. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Okongwu, defended by Alexander Walker. Porziņģis with the block.
Yeah, it's not easy to keep a shot out of Porziņģis' reach. He has such long arms.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Şengün. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Here's Newell. And that one is hammered home.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. Guys, it's been all about Fred VanVleet for the Houston Rockets. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Right back after this break. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
Yeah, this defensive game plan is working very well, putting constant pressure on the offense and forcing a lot of mistakes.
They've got Tari Eason, Alperen Şengün out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's Shepherd, and it's Crawford at the 2. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Alexander Walker with the ball. He's covered by Eason. 4 on the shot clock. Goes up on the wing. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Pass to Shepherd. Here's Finney-Smith. Buries the long-range jumper. Finney-Smith's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Rockets. Here's Okongwu. And the shot goes in.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Houston's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Now, here's Şengün. D right on him. Shot by Eason, no good. The Hawks trail. Here's Krejci. Still yet to score. Driving to the basket. It's stolen by Eason. It's Crawford on the wing. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. To the middle. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
And the Hawks with possession here. The Rockets making the shot. From outside the arc. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Houston leading by 3. Here he goes. And some nice passing there by Houston. Finney-Smith passes to Easton. Here's Şengün. Over in the corner, Shepherd. That 3 off the mark. The Hawks trail by 3. Here's Krejci to the wing right side. Okongwu, the pass to Alexander Walker. Okongwu a screen. Goes back up. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Okongwu's now got 8 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Eason, a screen on Kennard. Shepherd, the pass to Şengün. And yes, it's good. Şengün's got his second basket. And with the trend, Greg, toward a faster pace, do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything, but as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Okongwu's checked in for the Rockets. Aaron Holiday comes in for Shepherd. Three minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Outside Daniel. Clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Şengün with the rebound. Rockets leading by 3. Greg, you look at Alperen Şengün. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
Here's Newell. The Rockets making the shot. Back to Young. Puts up a deep 3. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Holiday up top, defended by Young. And Holiday kicks to Şengün. Pass to Okongwu. Over to the left wing. Here's Eason. And it's good. With time running down on the shot clock. Now it's a 7-point Rocket lead.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
Here's Newell. Pass to Young. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Down low. Holiday against Young. Back to Eason. Holiday sets the pick for Eason. The layup off target.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Kevin. The Rockets have brought in the right veterans. Coach Ime Udoka said, quote, their approach rubbed off on our entire team. We can only teach so much, but you have to have guys that have carved out their niche in the league with that edge and that defensive mentality. It was invaluable for our team. Kevin?
You know, they've got that grit. Thank you, Allie. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Rockets.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
And that one falls for Young.
Yeah, well, sometimes Trae Young can seem a little temperamental, but that really just speaks to his passion, and you can't teach that.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Jabari Smith, he's jacked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Kevin Durant comes in for Tari Eason. Thompson, he's checked in for Josh Okongwu. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Aaron Holiday. And last year, coach, for the Hawks ended in disappointment, but they're feeling good about this roster.
Well, they've assembled some exciting young talent, a real depth of talent at the forward positions. Once they mature, they could be dangerous. Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Lobbed up there for Johnson, and stolen by Thompson. VanVleet outside. Another miss by Houston. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Here's Okongwu. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. In GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of their starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
The Hawks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Onyeka, Okongwu, 2 shots.
The first one falls. Both free throws good from Okongwu. Rockets leading by 3. Outside, KD. Back to Van Vliet. Fires from deep. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. KD's got 3 assists in the game. Atlanta's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Johnson surveying the floor. Back to Rizachet. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Daniel. A 3-ball. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got his 5th rebound in this one. Young against Van Vliet. Out to Thompson. Şengün with a screen on Daniel. Thompson passes to Şengün, and it's good. 2 points. Şengün's got the lead up to 8 now for the Rockets.
Let the big fella eat. Şengün just doing his thing down low.
Young against Van Vliet. Young inside. Made that one only his 4th of this game after firing 10 times from the floor. Rockets leading by 6. Now here's Thompson. Smith outside. Van Vliet outside. For 3. The shot misses. Excellent defense from Daniels. Lobbed up there for Johnson. Thompson against Daniels. Johnson, the pass to Young. No good on the triple.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Thompson outside. Houston moving it around. Outside Durant. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Rizachet, and no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
No good on that.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
Tari Eason's checked in for the Rockets. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Porziņģis is checked in for Okongwu. And he sinks the second. And here's Young. 12 points for him.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Rizachet. Lets it go with a 3. Another miss by Young. Houston leading by 7. Smith left side. And here is Van Vliet. Thompson outside. Jacks up a 3. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Thompson's got 6 points.
And we mentioned Durant's scoring ability often, but they're showing how good of a passer he can be.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Porziņģis with the ball. He has 7. Young in the corner. Inside, Johnson. That's tipped. Thompson looking for an opening. Now Eason. Pass to Van Vliet. Knocked loose. Daniels with the steal. And now here comes Daniel. Leading the break. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And Daniels makes sure to capitalize on that easy scoring opportunity.
Van Vliet against Young. Van Vliet kicks to Durant. Back to Van Vliet. Out to KD. Clock at 4. A step back shot here. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
And KD just keeps coming at you with that jumper. There isn't anything you can do except hope he goes cold.
Daniel sets a screen for Johnson. Pass to Daniel. Here's Porziņģis, covered by Smith. It's stolen by Smith. Now here's Van Vliet.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Shot clock at 5. Out to Thompson for the 3. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Rizachet. Scoreless thus far. To Porziņģis. The kick out to Young. Buries it from 3-point range.
Well, Trae Young is a tremendous outside shooter with almost limitless range.
Van Vliet passes to Durant. Back to Van Vliet. There's the 3. Rebound by the Hawks.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Now here's Johnson. Porziņģis inside. Defended by Durant. Porziņģis can't hit. Rockets leading by 7. Here's Thompson. Rebound by the Hawks. Johnson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the middle. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
A wiry athlete, Jalen Johnson. 2 loud points.
Thompson outside. Back to Durant. Feet away. And that one comes up a bit short. The Hawks trail by 5. Young outside. Pass to Johnson. Beyond the arc. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Johnson's got 5 points so far. Now here's Van Vliet. The 3. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Houston on top. They lead by 2. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
Coach Quinn Snyder with us now. And, Coach, a bit of a lull for this team scoring the ball. Why?
It had nothing to do with anything other than us being aggressive. We're like walking the ball up the court. Whoever's got it, we've got to attack.
At least effort is something you can control. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Allie, for that. And, folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Houston in the lead. And so in the game for the Hawks, the post pairing, Johnson along with Porziņģis. Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Risache. And it's Young in at the point guard position.
Not giving up on the play. Şengün locked in.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Outside Daniel. The Hawks working the ball around. Johnson, the pass to Porziņģis. Over Şengün. And Porziņģis gets it to go on the assist by Johnson.
Jalen Johnson.
And for Houston, they're shooting well. They're at 45%. And Jalen Johnson is already a nightly double-double threat, and his game, it just continues to expand.
Oh, look, Jalen Johnson, Kevin, is an all-star level guy. I mean, efficient on the offensive end, brings consistent energy every night, makes very few mistakes, and plays both ends of the floor.
Daniels, no good. Houston leading by 5. Pass to Thompson. Van Vliet outside. Smith outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Thompson from downtown. Porziņģis with the rebound. Outside Daniel. Here's Johnson. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Johnson's got 7.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Durant inside. Guarded by Risache.
Well, he competed for that rebound. You love to see him getting in there and scrapping for the ball.
Pass to Young. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Risache in the corner. No good. That would have tied it. Rockets have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. To the inside. Here's Smith. And then Smith with the dunk.
And guys, we're going to see a lot of that from this young man. Smith right now, beasting.
Van Vliet against Young. Pass to Porziņģis. Paxson coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists in the game. Rockets leading by 3. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Smith with a wide open look. Drills it from outside. Smith's got 5 points in the quarter.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Van Vliet against Young. Pass to Porziņģis. Over Şengün. Porziņģis can't hit.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Thompson finds Van Vliet. To the paint. Here's KD. KD, so efficient in there.
Just working his way inside there. Durant so good at just finding his shot all over the court.
Johnson outside. Risache sets the screen for Johnson. Back to Young. Porziņģis sets the pick for Young. It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut down to 6. That one coming from Porziņģis.
Nice play. Porziņģis, such a good finisher in the two-man game.
Smith with a screen on Young. Van Vliet with the bounce pass. For three, Smith. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 4 assists in the game. The Hawks trail by 9. Johnson outside. From 13, it's rebounded by Houston. And here's Smith. 10 points for him. Outside, KD. Pass to Şengün. Out to Smith. Launches it. And it's Daniels with the rebound. The Hawks have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Johnson outside. Young finds Johnson. Porzingis high post. The kick out to Young. Shoots over Van Vliet. Young's shot is off. Rockets leading by 9. Smith outside. Van Vliet against Young. That's tipped. Daniels with the steal. And now here comes Daniel. Leading the break. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
First team foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Houston.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And another area they've separated themselves has been their three-point shooting, making the defense pay for any airspace.
That free throw, no good. And Stan, we know Jalen Johnson comes from a basketball family.
Well, they did a great job, Kevin, of teaching him the game because Jalen Johnson can really play. And I'm sure everyone in his family is extremely proud of what he's doing in the NBA.
He hits the second from the line. Rockets leading by 8. Durant with it. He's got 7. They double team KD. Van Vliet looking around. Shot clock at 3. Back to KD. The Trae. Durant drains it from distance.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Hawks with possession here. They trail by 11. Young against Van Vliet. And there's the call on Thompson. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Young against Van Vliet. Preseason in the corner. The Hawks again can't hit.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Porziņģis against Şengün. Thompson for the triple. Rebound, Atlanta. Johnson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Young dishes to Daniels. Screen by Porziņģis. Daniels kicks to Porziņģis. Shot clock at 6. The 19-foot shot. And it comes off the front of the rim.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here's Van Vliet. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Smith for 3. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 6 assists in the game. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. The Hawks again can't hit. Rockets leading by 14. Thompson passes to Van Vliet. The 3 from KD. And another 3 for Houston.
And for Durant, it's just that simple. Get the ball and shoot it.
Young outside. Daniels sets a screen for Young. Pass to Porziņģis. Six to shoot. Looking to end the run. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Here's Daniels. No good there. Good D by Thompson. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Attacking relentlessly. Always fun to see a young player like Smith just go off.
And the Hawks with possession here. The Rockets making the shot. Young in the corner. Great D that time from Van Vliet. Houston leading by 19 points. Smith on the wing. Pass to KD. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
And there's the call on Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him. Tari Eason's checked in for Jabari Smith. And a change for the Hawks. Alexander Walker's checked in. The Hawks trail by 21. Johnson outside. Pass to Preseason. Outside Daniels. Porziņģis sets the pick for Daniels. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Rockets leading by 21. Over to the wing. Thompson for three. It's hauled in by Porziņģis. Porziņģis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Now, Alexander Walker. Still scoreless. Outside, Porziņģis. Alexander Walker on the wing. Shoots over Van Vliet. Atlanta again missing.
2 minutes.
Guys, they've been getting it done at both ends during this run.
Yeah, really tough to say where they've been better.
To the middle. Here's Şengün. Outside for Durant. The three. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Outside Daniel. Pass to Johnson. Here's Rizachet, defended by Durant. Back to Johnson. From deep. It's rebounded by Houston. 1:19 left to play in the third. Şengün with the screen for Thompson. Trying to find Şengün. He gets it to him.
Great timing and a really good read there from Şengün. Spaces the floor and is rewarded.
The Hawks shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Pass to Rizachet. From outside, off the mark. Rockets leading by 23. Here's Durant. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist. KD's got 17.
And the handles from Durant are downright filthy, using him to cut up the defense there with ease.
Rizachet with it, defended by Durant. To end the cold streak, it's rebounded by Şengün.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Porziņģis high post. 15 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And stolen by Şengün. Van Vliet against Daniels. Van Vliet on the wing. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Houston rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We come back right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Dorian Finney-Smith. Also Tari Eason out there. Alperen Şengün out there with Shepard. And it's Holiday in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Young left side. And a miss there on the triple.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Pass to Eason. Şengün with the screen for Eason. 6 on the shot clock. To the wing on the left. Outside Holiday. Here's Shepard. And it's off from 3-point range. taken away by Holiday. There's the drive. Looking for Eason. He gets it there. Back to Holiday. Up top, Şengün. Defended by Alexander Walker. Şengün with the bucket.
A guy who was ready to fight for it. Şengün using that strength to get that one to go.
And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. And the foul on Tari Eason. That is his first foul of the game. The Rockets making a switch here. Crawford's checked in.
For your Rockets, number 27, Isaiah Crawford.
On defense, Houston. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Shot clock at 6. Here's Newell. Finney Smith defending. Newell can't get it to go. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Here's Finney Smith. Picked by Finney Smith. Here's Eason. And the dunk by Eason.
Hello. I mean, that's what I call a move.
Woo! That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring. Now, here's Kennard. Pass to Newell. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And he banks in the layup.
Moving the ball for the highest percentage look.
Luke Kennard.
Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And here is Şengün. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Outside Holiday. Now Finney Smith. 4 on the clock. Oh, good with the triple. Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Eason. Okongwu with a screen on Crawford. Pass to Okongwu. It's Young on the wing. Fires for 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Eason finds Holiday. Connects from three-point range.
And he is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
So it's the Hawks now, after the Rockets pick up 3. Here's Okongwu. Kennard on the wing, guarded by Crawford. Here's Alexander Walker. The wing jumper off target. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Crawford passes to Holiday. Şengün with the screen for Holiday. Back to Crawford. Outside Holiday. Takes the 3. Kennard with the rebound. Hawks have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of this is just the one make.
Oh, big finish. Emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Young against Holiday. Now, here's Şengün. In the corner, it's Eason. No good on the 3. Atlanta's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Holiday looking over the floor. Down low. Crawford against Young. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Porziņģis, he's checked in for Okongwu. Johnson comes in for Newell. Shea, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Daniels subbed in for Kennard. Hawks have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And here's Young from the arc. Rockets with the rebound. Here's Okongwu. Pass to Finney Smith. Three-pointer. Good on the triple.
And that's just too much space to give a shooter like him. He works to get open, but the defenders have to work harder to nullify that.
Now, here is Young. Here's Shea. Porziņģis with a screen on Eason. Shea finds Porziņģis. Outside Daniels. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Porziņģis. All alone. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
Well, he's called the unicorn for a reason. Porziņģis doing unicorn-type things tonight.
Shepard with the ball. Here's Okongwu. He takes it in. Back to Capella. Pass to Shepard. In the corner, Finney Smith with it. Over Johnson. And it's Daniels with the rebound.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option now. Muscling down that rebound. Big man playing big.
Now Shepard. To the left wing. Pass to Eason. Three-pointer. And it's Shepard missing. The Hawks have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Daniels dishes to Young. Outside Daniels. Back to Young. Johnson outside. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Shepard with the ball. Capella sets a screen for Shepard. Pass to Okongwu over Daniels. Okongwu misses.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet. Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Shepard with the ball. Defended by Young. Capella sets a screen for Eason. Inside, deflects the pass. Capella against Porziņģis. Here's Shepard. Pass to Eason. Right wing. Okongwu for 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Porziņģis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Young kicks to Daniels. To the inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Porziņģis does a nice job of getting the defense off balance and drawing the foul on his way up.
Kristaps Porziņģis at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
first one falls for him.
Yeah, Kristaps Porziņģis, a solid shooter from the line.
So for the Rockets, Tate, he's checked in for Okongwu, and Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Shepherd. And both free throws good for Porziņģis. The Rockets shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Pass to Capella. Now here's Tate. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Here's Young, following the score by Houston. Outside, Porziņģis. And Capella sends it back. Here's Eason, guarded by Rizachet. Eason passes to Holiday. Pass to Capella. Over Porziņģis. Puts the move on. And it's Capella missing. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. To the middle. Here's Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. Now here is Holiday. Now Eason, guarded by Rizachet. And stolen by Daniels. And now here comes Daniels, leading the break. Now Rizachet, Young outside, shoots the three. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
Young against Holiday.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Tate.
2 minutes.
Shoots over Rizachet. The Rockets with another miss.
And the defense gave him no space. He had to fade back. That's not an easy look for most guys.
On the wing, Holiday, defended by Young. Here's Capella. Oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's on Porziņģis.
Well, look at Capella getting very physical. He's not afraid to take a hit while going for a bucket.
Taking 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, Capella's shot his fair share of free throws. Not his expertise at this point.
Shepherd's checked in for Houston. And the second free throw, good. The Hawks shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Outside Daniel. Out to the wing. Porziņģis against Capella. Back to Daniels. 5 to shoot. Puts up a 3. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Here's Shepherd. Poke loose. With the floater, Eason's shot is good.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Rockets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Şengün.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result. And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Up top, Tate. He's covered by Daniels. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Dyson Daniels.
At the line for your Rockets, Tate. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Tate. And both free throws good for Tate. And here's Young. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Rizachet. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Daniels. Tate covering. Puts one up from 19. Unable to get that one. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Fred, no surprise, a great defensive showing tonight. What is it that makes this team so suffocating at that end of the floor?
Well, I think we're getting pretty good effort from each guy individually. I think we're finding our package defensively as a team, as a coaching staff, and just kind of gelling and putting together individual game plans from the coaches and trying to execute it.
No doubt. Thanks, Fred.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that about wraps it up. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. And now we present the player of the game, Alperen Şengün.